What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm building another family home in the world of Oasis Springs in the more, I don't really know what to call it, like the more expensive looking or the more luxurious looking area of Oasis Springs with the grass and the little pond in the back, and it has like a gate into the little community, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is what we're building today. I love this area of Oasis Springs. I don't know, whenever I build here, I always immediately feel so inspired. And today we're building a Mediterranean-inspired, Spanish-inspired family home, and it's more on the modern side of things. Usually when I build houses in this style, I like to make them more traditional and maybe a little bit more outdated looking. But for this one, I really wanted to make it a little bit more modern, but still keep it in the Mediterranean style, if that makes sense. So that is really what I tried to do interior wise. And then for the exterior as well, I used some like still Mediterranean looking little windows, but they're also a little bit more on the modern side. I don't know, you'll see it come together. And I actually built this house partly over on stream. The whole exterior and a little bit of the interior I did over on stream over the course of a couple of streams, and it's actually very exciting because I built this house for a viewer of my stream, and she actually made me a family. She submitted a family for my save file. Over on stream, I have like a point reward thing where you can submit a family and then I will build a house for them or like an apartment or whatever in my save file. And that is what we did on stream. So you can see the family, they're standing in front of the house. It's a very cute 5-sim family. And yeah, that's what I built this house for. So basically we have two parents. The dad is very much into cooking. He is a head caterer for his career. So he's in the culinary career, and then the mom, she is an interior designer, which is why I really wanted to try and make this house more on the modern side, really well put together, because the mom is an interior designer. I thought that'd be fitting. So that's what I did. She also has her own little office in this house. Then we have a teenager, a girl. She is very much into dancing, and she's just a very musical sim overall. The person who actually made this family, she did a really, really good job, like storyline wise and personality wise. She gave them all skills and likes and dislikes and stuff. And that was so much fun for me to actually look at the Sims and then build them a house, keeping all the skills and stuff in mind. It was so much fun to do that. So the teenager, she is very much into dancing, like I said, but very musically gifted overall, and actually all of the parents are. I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly, the dad also has the violin skill. The mom is very good at playing the piano, I believe. So yeah, those three Sims at least are very, very musically talented. So that is what I kept in mind. I had a spare room on the ground floor, and at first I was thinking of turning that into an office, but then I was like, no, I have an extra room and that is going to be the mom's office. So the other room, I was like, okay, this could be maybe an extra bedroom or something. But then when I actually took a look at their skills, I was like, oh wait, we actually need a skill building room. So we have a nice proper skill building room downstairs with a couple of musical instruments, of course, and then also a painting area. And I also put down some knitting baskets and cross stitching. I was spacing out on the term, but cross stitching. It was actually funny because the mom, she actually dislikes cross stitching, but I still wanted to add in those items because I was thinking that could be funny. Maybe she one day felt very inspired to take up cross stitch because she really wanted to learn, but then it turned out to be extremely difficult and frustrating for her because she, for some reason, she just couldn't get the hang of it, and it frustrated her a lot. And that is why she maybe dislikes it now. And then maybe at some point she wants to go back to it and she starts liking it again. I don't know. I just thought that that would be a fun little detail to the storyline. So that is why I added some like cross stitching stuff to the skill building room as well. But that's all for later. For now, we're still working on the exterior, as you can see. And then the teenager, color wise, she really likes black, orange, and red. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So that is really what I tried to do for her bedroom as well. It was so fun because I never really tend to sway towards those colors when it comes to bedrooms. For teenagers, I'll usually go more in like the pastel direction. But for this one, I really tried to incorporate like yellow and red and orange and black. And I love how the teenager's bedroom turned out. And then we also have a kid in the family, a little boy. He is very much into sports. So that is what I tried to reflect in his bedroom. He's a little athlete, very successful. Well, I mean, he's only a kid, but he is like an aspiring athlete. And it's just a very loving family. They also have a toddler, a little girl. She is only a toddler, so she doesn't really have any likes or dislikes yet. She is a toddler. She is into literally anything, probably. So yeah, I also made a bedroom for her. So this house has quite a couple bedrooms, actually. It would fit a larger family because you could easily make the kids' bedrooms shared rooms. They're not the biggest rooms, but if you wanted to use like bunk beds or something, then you could easily do that. But yeah, everyone has their own bedrooms in this house, so no shared rooms. For what I did, at least for the family, you could easily just adjust it, obviously. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this house came together. I was struggling with the floor plan for the longest time, but thankfully I was building this house over on stream. So I had help from chat, which was very nice. And we figured it out. I did actually cut a lot of it out. Whenever I make like speed builds out of builds that I streamed, I have to edit them a lot because the camera work is all over the place. And sometimes I just sit and chat for like a couple minutes. So yeah, I really have to like edit it out, and all the fiddling around and stuff, I try to edit that out as well so that it's nice and easy to watch. Sped up still. But yeah, here you can see we're moving on to the interior of the house. I did want to stay true to tiled floors because that is definitely a thing for Mediterranean houses. So at first, my immediate thought was I want to do wood floors because I want to make this more modern. And then I was like, no, hold on a second. It's Mediterranean. We have to go with the tile floors. So I used this tile from Jungle Adventure. And it's one of my favorite tiles in the game. It's so gorgeous. It's so well made, and I haven't used it in a little while, so I was actually very excited to use it again. I used a different version of that tile, like the more worn looking version of the tile for the exterior as well, which is always so perfect. And I used the same tile for the neighboring house, I believe. So this house and then the neighboring house look very nice together, which is what I was going for because it is for my save file. So yeah, they actually look really nice next to each other. It's not very important, but I always like to like at least keep that in mind. But here you can see the living room come together. Usually for more traditional Mediterranean homes, at least in my experience, the houses I have been to are a little bit more closed off. They usually have like the kitchen in a separate room, the living in a separate room, and then the dining room maybe even separate, or maybe together with the living room, depending on how big the house is. But yeah, usually that's what it's like as far as I know. But for this one, since I wanted to make it more modern, I was thinking, let's try and do an open floor plan. And I was definitely struggling with it because at some point it, I don't know, it felt a little bit empty. I had a lot of space left over that I wasn't sure what to do with. You'll see that in a little bit, but I actually like it. It doesn't bother me too much, and it's nice to have some space to walk around. I mean, it is a family of 5 Sims, so it's nice to have like a space. It's nice to have like space for routing, I guess, is what I was thinking. So yeah, it was actually nice. But here you can see the living room come together. At first, when I started doing the, what's it called? The entryway, I was thinking, okay, we're going for like darker, deeper wood tones for this house. And then when we got to the living room, I all of a sudden started using more lighter wood tones. So I don't know, I guess I just combined multiple wood tones together, which does make sense because not everything in your house is going to be the exact same wood swatch, like wood tone all the time. So that makes sense. I did use a lot of Jungle Adventure in this house because those items do have like that very rustic feel, but also look quite modern at the same time. And that is exactly what I wanted for this house. So that's what we're doing. And here you can see in this little nook, I had the perfect little nook for a kitchen. So that's where I placed the biggest part of the kitchen basically. And here I was fiddling around with the separate stove and oven from Dream Home Decorator. I really wanted to make those work in here because I really wanted this kitchen to look rustic yet modern. And I thought that the stove and oven would be perfect for that. I know officially, I don't think you're able to actually place the stove and the oven on the same counter, which I feel like is a little bit disappointing. I wish that wouldn't be a problem. But it does cause problems. I don't think officially it's possible to do that. I do have move objects on though. I didn't try to do it without. I think without move objects, you're not even able to place them together. However, I could be wrong. It does cause some like clipping issues and sometimes some gameplay issues as well. But I placed it that way in this kitchen and I play tested it like 3 times and it worked all 3 times. So I think you should be fine when you download this house off the gallery. But if not, it's a very easy fix. Just move over either the stove or the oven to a different countertop and you're set. But I just really like how they look together on the same countertop. So that is what I really wanted to try and do. And I succeeded and it works in my game at least. So hopefully in your game as well. You just might have to fiddle around with it a little bit. But here you can see I placed a little china cabinet from the Seasons stuff pack? No, expansion pack. This is one of my favorite little china cabinets. I think it's so cute. I love how you can like place things on top because it's only a short one. It's so pretty. And yeah, here we have a round dining table. The whole set is from, once again, Jungle Adventure because everything just looks so nice together. And like I said, I really wanted to make this house look very well put together because the mom is an interior designer. So I really like to believe that she knows a lot about these things and she put the whole place together basically. Probably not all at once, probably like over the years, which is why not everything matches perfectly, but almost perfectly, you know? So that is nice. And then here I was struggling with a little bit of the empty space that I was talking about earlier behind the couch leading up to the glass sliding doors. That whole area was just a little bit empty and I didn't know what to do with it. So I decided to place a little end table behind the couch to like make the couch come out a bit more into the space, if that makes sense, to like fill it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more lived in, because it is a family home. So it's not probably going to be all that like tidy all the time. So I liked there to be some clutter. So that's what I did, and I placed a large like shelving unit by the glass doors as well to like fill up the space a little. And here I went back into the kitchen to clutter it up a little bit more because I forgot to basically do that. And then after that, we're moving on to the mom's office. So she has a really nice office with 3 big windows. These are like 3, I think they're the base game ones, right? Yeah, they're the base game ones that pretty much match the Moschino windows, I believe. This is the base game one, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm forgetting, but I feel like it's the base game one. So yeah, 3 big windows, which is really beautiful lighting wise. It did make it a little bit tricky to furnish it though, this room. I made it work though. I like to believe that the mom just really enjoys her natural light, which is why she chose this room for her office. She probably spends a lot of time in here like designing stuff anyway. So yeah, it's nice for her to have an office with a lot of windows, with a lot of natural light to make it feel very inspiring and so that you can spend basically a whole day in here without any issues. So yeah, she has a lot of like filing cabinets in here. She has her desk. I used the, I don't know, I guess designer, not designer, but like a desk looking like you could use that to design things, if that makes sense. Oh my God, I'm wording this so badly. But it has like a couple of rulers and just stuff on top of it by default, which I thought was perfect because she does sit there and design stuff. I feel like that would be appropriate. I initially didn't place like a laptop or anything on her desk, but I think I later on placed a tablet because I thought that would make sense because a laptop would, you can obviously move it, but it would take up a lot of space on the desk. And I didn't feel like that would be too realistic because she like needs to sit there and draw. But a tablet would be actually very helpful because you can like sit there and like draw on your tablet as well, like on your iPad. Maybe she uses that as well. So I did place like a little tablet later on the desk. I don't think I recorded that though. And then there is a laptop on the island counter as well, which makes sense. I don't really know whose laptop that would be. However, the dad, he has the video gaming skill as well. And so does the daughter, actually. They're both pretty much into gaming. So I was thinking maybe the dad just has a little gaming laptop that he uses to like play some games from time to time, and that's the one on the countertop. And then the teenager, the girl, she actually has a nice PC in her bedroom. It's not a streamer PC from the high school years pack, but it is a nice PC for her to like play some games on, and she probably also uses it for school, so that makes sense. And then here we have the little extra room that I turned into a skill building room. You can see that I started off by placing some musical instruments. We have the keyboard as well as a guitar, a violin, and also a microphone. So you can work on all the musical skills that we have in The Sims. So that's pretty nice actually. And then I also created a little painting area. I'm not actually remembering if any of these Sims have the painting skill, but it felt appropriate to add it in there anyway. Since the mom is so creative, maybe she likes to like paint in her free time. I actually forgot to check that, but I could totally see it. If not, then that could be something she is going to take up, you know, that could be fun as well. And then, like I said, also the cross-stitching basket and the knitting basket and stuff in there, because the mom was really set on making that her hobby, but now she's frustrated with it. But like I said, maybe she will come back to it later. And then here we have the downstairs bathroom. There's one bathroom downstairs. That is this one. It has a shower and then also laundry baskets, which you can obviously delete if you feel like the laundry day gameplay is a little bit too annoying. I can definitely understand that. But I just really love adding laundry machines to my builds because it's just so realistic and fun and cute. And I don't really experience any glitches with laundry day at all. For some reason, whenever I play with it, it works. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky. That's definitely possible. But yes, after that, we're moving on to the second floor, and the bedrooms also have tile in them, which I don't think, well, I've done it before, but I don't remember when I did it last. I usually go for either wood floors or carpet in the bedrooms, which carpet isn't my favorite thing, but I do know it's very realistic in a lot of areas in the world. Not as much where I live though. Here in the Netherlands, well, that's not true. A lot of houses do have carpet, but the more modern houses usually have like wood floors, also in the bedrooms. So I don't know, but tile in bedrooms, I barely ever do that. But for this house, I thought it'd be fitting. I really wanted to try and make it work. Did I keep it actually? Now I'm not sure if I actually swapped it out. I don't think I did. I think I kept it, but now watching this come together, I'm like, maybe I swapped it out. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm starting off with the master bedroom. Well, I started off decorating the landing, but that's not really very interesting. I just placed some storage up there and some decorations, and that's basically it. Well, there we have it. I did change out the floor. As you can see, I swapped it to wood. Ah, dang it. Now I'm so sad that I did that. I mean, I still really like how it looked, but it would have been a nice challenge if I kept it tile. But now I'm remembering, yeah, I swapped it to this wood floor also from Jungle Adventure, so all the floors do still look very good together. They really match nicely, but yeah, I swapped it out to wood. I'm not actually remembering why I did that. I think because the tile was starting to become a little bit too repetitive, in my opinion, because it was like in every room downstairs. So I think upstairs I was like, okay, I need a change of pace to feel inspired. That might have been it. Yeah, okay, so in another house, another time, I might need to try and do some tiles in the bedrooms, because now I really want to take on that challenge. But here you can see the parents' bedroom, the master bedroom, if you will, has a nice, I always call it a walk-in closet. It's too small for that, but it's like a built-in closet. And it's a darker color scheme in here, which I really like. I love the bedding on this high school years bed. I haven't really gotten a chance to use this swatch, so I was really happy to use it in here. And then I combined it with this like green blue-ish painting from, I think it's Dine Out. It's a very modern one, and I love how it complements the colors. And then also I placed like a black rug in there. It's a very dark color scheme, but it still looks very cozy in my opinion. So I really love how that one came together. It's more on the minimalistic side. It's not too full of stuff. They also have an ensuite, which I don't think I actually recorded because I already recorded a bathroom. So yeah, I always like to just record one bathroom and then the other ones I'll just quickly do off camera. But here you can see we're moving on to the big sisters, the teenage girl's bedroom. And this one is pretty loud color scheme wise, because she does like the colors red and orange, and then I combined it with like yellow as well. So that's really what I went for. She also likes the color black, so I combined it with some black details as well. I mixed and matched a whole bunch of different patterns in here. It's pretty loud, it's pretty busy on the eyes, if that makes sense, but I'm really loving how this came together. So she is very much into dancing and just music in general. So I gave her a little CD player on her nightstand, if you will. And then I used a bunch of music related decorations in here, some posters, but also some like CDs and stuff on the wall, which I think is just very, very cute. And then she has like some boho touches in here as well with the curtains, and then also the little egg chair that I placed in the corner next to the closet. And I just really love the vibes in here. It's pretty mismatched, but it is really, really cute. And here you can see she has a little desk with her PC. I placed some clutter on there, some gaming related clutter, as well as some extra CDs and things. I love that clutter piece from high school years. It's perfect. And it definitely reflected this girl's likes, like hobby-wise as well. So that was a nice touch. And then I placed some LED, or not LED, like some neon signs on the wall as well, which I thought was very cute. And then just some additional clutter. This room is all over the place, but I love it so much. I really love the red touch on the wallpaper as well. I never use that swatch because red personally isn't really my favorite color. So it was nice to like get a chance to work with it for this room to like make it look good, step out of my comfort zone. It was a lot of fun to do that. And then here you can see we're decorating the little boy's bedroom. So the brother, he's a child and he is a little athlete. He's very much into sports. He also liked the color orange, so I decided to combine it with blue. So orange and blue, or like orange and teal, blue, well, mostly blue. Also some green for this bedroom because I really like how those colors look together. They just combine so nicely. So that's what I did for this room. This room is also definitely all over the place. It's very cluttered, a little bit messy, a lot of loud colors in here, but that just makes sense. I feel like it's realistic for a kid's room. And then he has a little desk with some knickknacks on it as well. And I also decided to place this gaming thingy on the floor. It's a Void Critter game for like Void Critter cards, I believe. It came with the kids' room stuff pack, if I'm remembering that correctly, and I just really liked it. It definitely felt like something this boy would be into since he's so much into like sports and things. I feel like a game with Void Critters, for some reason I feel like that would be his thing. It doesn't really have anything to do with sports. I felt like it would be his thing, so that's what I decided to do. And then lastly, for the last bedroom, this is the toddler's room, and I was playing around with the color scheme in here. I think I kept these richer, darker wood tones in here, which is really nice. For toddler rooms, I usually sway towards lighter wood tones, but for this one, I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep the darker wood because I really liked it in here. Made it feel a little bit more, I don't know, I guess warmer and more inviting, and I combined it with green. I barely ever used the default green swatch of that cottage living chair that I placed in the corner, but it was perfect because it matched the bedding on the toddler bed perfectly. So yeah, that was really nice. And then here I decided to close off a tiny little section of the room to create like a little diagonal wall to place the the wardrobe up against, because I don't know, I felt like it needed something, so that's what I did. You can obviously delete it and make the room like half a tile bigger. Definitely something you could do, but I liked it shape-wise. And then I combined the colors in this room with some light pink as well. As you can see, I placed the pastel pink curtains and then some more like little pink details that I thought were just so cute. I placed a pink mirror next to the dresser or wardrobe as well. And then for the rest, this room is pretty empty, but I left it empty on purpose because the toddler needs like a bunch of room on the floor to like play. So yeah, a lot of play area in the room, like space to play basically. And here we have a little balcony off to the side. This actually connects to the master bedroom. So the parents have this little balcony off of their room where I just placed a nice bench and a chair so they can hang out and enjoy the view. They have a nice view off of that balcony, so that's pretty nice. And then since we're living in or building in Oasis Springs, I felt like it would be appropriate to make a large outdoor area because I mean, it's warm all the time. They probably live outdoors half the time. So I thought it'd be appropriate to make like a nice outdoors kitchen. The dad actually also has the mixology skill. So he probably likes to like mix some drinks from now and then. So I decided to place a bar with some bar stools, and then they have a nice grill and a little bit of an outdoor kitchen, as you can see, with like a sink and stuff. I thought that that would make sense. And then they have a nice large outdoor dining table on the back porch as well, so they can like invite friends over or like extended family for like dinner parties and things. They have a lot of stuff out here. I basically utilized the Perfect Patio stuff pack for the entirety of this backyard because it just has such good modern looking stuff that just goes together so nicely, and it went really well with this house, like the more modern vibe of this house as well. So that's what I decided to use. They have like a big dining table on the porch and then a smaller one on the terrace area. They also have like a nice couch to hang out on the porch, and then obviously they have quite a big pool. I mean, it's not very big, it's not the biggest pool ever, but it is a nice size. And I placed some floaties in there, some pool ladders, obviously, and then I also placed a kiddie pool because, well, I mean, it's cute for the toddler to play in the little kiddie pool, and obviously also some lounge chairs and things so you can lounge around by the pool. And then for the rest, I just did a bunch of landscaping. I also placed some planter boxes. I am not really remembering if any of these parents actually have the gardening skill or like, for that matter. But I just really wanted to place a couple of gardening pots anyway, because it's a nice skill to take up and it's quite useful for gameplay to like grow some crops and things. So that's what I decided to do. We also have a swing set for the kids to use, but the adults can use that as well, which is really nice. And then I just did a little bit of extra cluttering. I decided that the back porch could use some plants and stuff, and I forgot to clutter up the dining table. So I just placed a plant and a little candle on there. And yeah, just some plants here and there. And here I just used some clutter items from the Perfect Patio stuff. And then that is basically it for this build. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. It's actually fall in my game right now because I'm working on my very first autumnal build for this year on a different lot. So that is why it's fall in my save right now, and I don't really want to change it. But I love how this area looks in the fall. I don't think I've ever really built anything here in this specific season in game, but it looks so cute. I should definitely do that. But yeah, here we have the house. The plants look a little bit dead, like I said, because it is autumn right now, but that's okay. So here we have the front of the house. We have a little, I guess you could call it a driveway, but it's not necessarily for a car. I did place some bikes out there though, because I thought that that would be cute. And we have a little chess table, but then I thought I'd show you the backyard first. So this is the backyard, a whole bunch of stuff and activities in here. We have the back porch, obviously, with a table and a nice couch. We have the outdoors kitchen with a grill and a sink and a bar, another little umbrella table, and then obviously the pool over here because it is the desert, so you need a pool. We have a little lounge area and a planter area over here, and then the swing set, and that's basically it for the backyard. Then moving on to the inside of the house, we have this nice entryway. It's quite spacious and I love the vibes in here. Definitely on the modern side, but also still very rustic and a little bit bohemian as well. So we have this nice setup with an end table, a mirror, and just some decorations, and a large mirror over here by the staircase. And then this archway leads into the open living area and kitchen, basically. So I filled up this area with some bookcases. I think that that is very cute, actually. It looks nice. And then over here we have the living room. I love the color scheme. It's very neutral, combined with some blacks and like darker colors and lighter wood tones, but then also some darker wood tones. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. So yeah, we have a couch from Jungle Adventure mixed with a more boho looking love seat from the High School Years pack. They combine perfectly, in my opinion at least. And then over here we have a nice built-in cabinet unit, or like entertainment unit, if you will, with a TV and a gaming console, a stereo, and just some knickknacks. It's quite cluttered, but not overly so. It still feels very nicely put together. Then here is that open space that I was unsure about, but I actually like it. It doesn't feel too empty anymore to me. It just gives you the right amount of routing space, I believe. But basically in the middle of the area, we have the dining table, perfect for like family dinners or family game night. I don't know. I just feel like this table is very cozy. And then over here, we have the kitchen. We have a couple of kitchen islands, and yeah, just your very basic looking kitchen, but it is quite cute. It's not the biggest, but it's definitely quite modern and nice looking. Then through here, we have the mom's office, which gets a lot of beautiful natural light, which is perfect for her because she probably spends a lot of time in here working. She just has her desk and a little iPad and just a lot of storage basically, because she probably needs to file a lot of things. I don't know. She just has some filing cabinets and things in here. Very basic, but quite cute. And then through this door, we have the skill building room. So we have a lot of musical instruments in here, also a little speaker so you can like play some music in here. We have a little art corner over here, and then this is the crafty area with some knitting stuff and a cross-stitching basket. And then all the way over here on the other side, we have the downstairs bathroom slash laundry room. So it is a full bathroom with a shower and then some laundry machines, as you can see. Then moving on to the second floor, we have this little landing area, quite small, but yeah, it makes sense for this floor plan. Then over here, we have the master bedroom. I love the color scheme in here. It's quite dark, way darker than I would usually go for, but I love it combined with this richer, warmer wood tone. And then the green on this painting. I don't know what it is about this room, but I really love it. They have their closet over here and then another little dresser. It's actually an end table, but in my mind, it was a dresser with some knickknacks on it as well. And then over here, they have a door into their ensuite. It's very basic and quite small, but yeah, they do have an ensuite, which is nice. And then they also have this little balcony, which this time of day is the perfect time to sit and like catch some sun if you would want to do that. So yeah, you can just hang out here. Then across from the parents' room, we have the teenagers' room. I forgot to mention, but the kid and the teenager actually have a Jack and Jill ensuite, as you can see. So that's quite nice. But yeah, this is the teenagers' room. It's very loud and colorful, but I love the colors in here. I should definitely use red and orange and yellow more often for bedrooms. I don't know. I really enjoy it. So she has her little desk, also a nice wardrobe, as you can see, just full of knickknacks and clutter and posters. And then she has a mirror and like a little chair and stuff over here as well. And then next to the teenagers' room, we have the little boys' room. So the layouts for these rooms are actually exactly the same because that just was how they would make the most sense. As you can see, I literally mirrored it just with a whole bunch of different stuff, obviously, but it is nice on the eyes. But yeah, this is the boys' room, quite cluttered and messy and loud as well. He has a little desk area and obviously his bed, knickknacks, posters, this game in the middle of the room, and some more toys over here as well for him to play with. And then this is their Jack and Jill bathroom. I tried to make it a little bit more colorful with these colorful towels and this little rug on the floor. I don't know. It kind of feels like a kid's bathroom, or at least that's what I tried to achieve. And then over here for the last bedroom, this is the toddler's room. So this one is quite yellow and green and pink, and it also has some hints of lilac here and there. This one is definitely not as loud, and it doesn't have as many decorations because the toddler just doesn't need that much space just yet. She does have a lot of like space on the floor to play with her toys. So yeah, that's quite nice. But yeah, she just has her bed over here and a toy box. She also has this little tablet that she can play with. And yeah, just a wardrobe, a mirror, and then a Balarfi in the corner. And then last but not least, this is the upstairs hall bathroom. So this house has a bunch of bathrooms, but two of them are actually en suites. So we obviously also needed a hall bathroom upstairs. And this one is quite big. I even had the space for like a separate tub and shower. So that is definitely what I went with. The shape for this bathroom is a little bit awkward, but I feel like it looks cute. So we have a shower and a sink and then a toilet and a tub over here. But yeah, that is basically it for this build. So this modern Mediterranean home is up on the gallery. It comes in at just under 136,000 simoleons. It is incredibly expensive, but it is a modern, luxurious house with a lot of stuff, so it makes sense. I built it on a 30 by 20 in the more green area of Oasis Springs, so if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. But that is gonna do it for this video, so I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmary Sims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.